Greetings and welcome back to Fall in the little outpost village that will be kind of a little outpost village for quite a while. But it is still a great little place and we'll expand on it as we go. Alrighty, some things need to be done. One of my farmers, let's see here, my extractor, who's a decent farmer too, we need to change your job. And we need to change you into working the woodshed because it is time to start thinking more about that. I do have some fields that need to be finished working. And I also have a number of things that need to be done before the end of this day. Overnight, I had to gain farming skills. So I made this entire field. And then I made this field and got really far into it. Also threshed all of the oat. Threshed all of the flax. And still did not have enough skill just so I would be able to call the donkey. Because I had decided to buy all of the farming knowledge to get upgrades quick. Oh my goodness, did it take a very long time for me to get that skill up to the next level. It was very impressive how long that took. It was basically the whole night of me doing farming on multiple fields. 2 fields at 32. I think I essentially got to it after doing 2 full fields with planting to a tune of about 48 fields, if I'm getting my numbers right. Now that was a pretty wild amount of time to be spending on that. It worked out in the end, but holy cow, is that a pain. Today, I need more rye grain, and unfortunately that's going to take us all the way to Ostoya, but Ostoya also has the little quest that we got to finish for the child in Ostoya. Now, I do know that the cat's sitting here in my lap, and she watches the pigeons fly, and she's like, oh, what? She's ready to attack them. Oh yeah, we are significantly dirty, so we have to fix that, because something I discovered, quite by mistake because I wasn't paying enough attention, is that if you are too dirty, people will straight up not talk to you, right? Like, they'll just be like, nope, go away. And I didn't notice for the longest time, I just did not see that I didn't even look down in the left corner. And so I was just like, what the heck, is there a glitch? Of course there's not a glitch. They've got this planned out. The problem was, I was sitting on too dirty of a person, so I couldn't do much with that. Alrighty, we did have one issue in a previous episode where I'm definitely carrying more of these. Oops, that was the wrong one. Well, we'll do that as a backup one, whatever. The instant heal is the one I want. I do want night vision on hand. Honestly, the potion of stamina is not that big of a thing. I'm not so keen on having it. I will keep it on my person just because why not? I kind of need to have something. But it's not the best, honestly. Now, we do have some things to sell. I've already sold a bunch of other resources. Pretty sure we still have our other thing. And we're going to eat one of these pottages so we have ourselves all set up. And then we can sell off the rest of this. I made all the pottage because, well, I needed to, let's see here. For the pottage, what was the point? I wanted to make technology skill. That was the goal. Definitely wanted to have, there we are. Now, you, sir, I was thinking I would buy cherries from you, I think it was, and I wanted to double check and see if I left any fish. Rye beer is also great because of carrying capacity. I think veggie soup was a good one too. 90, and then, oh, water consumption. Nah, not a big deal. Now, he has not a lot of money left, so that's not going to do much for me. Alright, let's see here. You, I would like to get rye from you, but I'm confident that I've totally drained this guy of rye. Oh yeah, I have completely drained this guy of rye. And that's fine. With that, does he have money? Of course he has money. Of course this guy has money. This guy always has money. He's made of money. We'll sell off the bags. Bull. I shouldn't have sold the bull. I'm with you. Now, this one. Let's see here. Clothing-wise, nope, you're not the seller. You are. Here, something I was thinking about. I'm going to buy some tools here. The bronze pickaxe is well, let's see here, 868. Let's compare that with iron. Iron pickaxe is 8, no, that's obviously paying 100 more for a tool that gets extracts faster and has a higher durability. No question, sorry for misspeaking. I want a backup weapon. Now, the cudgel weighs 2, and its damage is 45. The iron spear weighs 2 and has a damage of 75. And it's going to have a great length of life. In other words, it has good durability points. The bronze spear is only 448, which is great. That's not expensive. 2 kilograms, 150, but 65 damage. That's 10 less damage. And if I'm desperate, I think I want the thing that's going to do the quickest job. I have Breathtaker, which obviously is a great weapon. 200 durability, that's going up a lot. I am going to have a backup spear on hand. At some point, I'm planning on having multiple backup spears on hand, just because I like the idea of traveling safe. That being the case, here we go. Let's gear ourselves up. This iron spear is going to go in slot 5, which is the follow-up to our cutting and damaging. Actually, I want it in slot 3. The pickaxe can go into slot 5, because that's one I won't use as often. So at this point, for my loadout, I'm saying I'm chopping with my slot 1, my base axe that I care about. My hammer for building, I don't care about the durability hammers, I'm just building. 3 is my go-to melee, 5 is my attack with bow. I will end up having a second bow in time, just so that I can have a pigeon bow. And then, of course, my pickaxe. And then my utility slot, and then, of course, there's always a 7 here. I always want to have my slot 7 pickaxe, or axe. Breathtaker, I think, is going to take up the other slot for now. If I can't think of anything else to go in that slot, then Breathtaker takes up that slot as a backup. Alright, my tavern person. What can I buy from you is the question. I'd really hope that I can buy fish from you, but I honestly don't think I can. Yeah, that's unfortunate. Honeycomb is great for lifting capacity. I was just about to tell you about what I was doing on my testing branch. I'm looking into the food buffs, and I'm going to do a compare-contrast. I want to build I want to make a spreadsheet that I can show off. And then we see a pigeon. Ooh, I could have probably gotten 2. Gotta make sure they're aware that I'm still watching this area. The pigeons can't be in this zone. Joker sends the pigeons. I'll make sure I take them all down so they don't start a pigeony revolution. Sorry, that's a really bad Batman voice, I know. Hey, anyway. Well, here we go. So in the testing branch, the thing that I worked on was rot. I wanted to see what are the things that rot. And with those things that rot, is there a big difference between what they do when they turn over seasons? Because I know I've heard, like I know, for example, that that Graham, you pointed out that there's a person out there who did some research and said, hey, I'm seeing that I'll go to 48 just in case I messed up, that cabbage, when it rots, because of its weight, gives you 4 rot per cabbage, which would be to a tune of 40 per 10. So I decided, well, interesting. I want to find out more. Let's see if I can recreate this, and I'll just do a bunch of rots with all the things. Hey, kid. Hey, buddy, how's your day going? Oh, he's splashing lake, couldn't find your towel. That's not good. You should always know where your towel is. Why? It's basic survival. Thank you for the Hitchhiker's Guide references. Oh, I know. I better find it. You better do. Oh, thanks, mister. For what? Well, oh, that's cute. Believing in you? I believe in you. That's a pretty wise thing to say, dude. Seriously, that's very insightful, kid. Before you go looking for the letter, Sure, what do you need, kid? I'll learn to fly. Good luck. Everybody says so, but I believe in it. All you have to do is throw yourself to the ground and then miss, just like the clouds are doing. I love it. These Douglas Adams references are fantastic. It's fun. I mean, what? Okay, I'll get you the bear, dude. He just wants a bear from the market. You got it, kid. Yes. Now, unfortunately, if I remember right, this quest also asks for you to get some fish. And I decided to buy out the entire market of fish, except for that one. Oh, let's burn the place down. Alright, let's get out of here. Well, anyway, in the testing branch, now that we're back on it again, thank you for your patience in coming back to the conversation, is that I looked at the data, and it's funny because tarts vanish. So if you put tarts on the ground, they straight up just disappear. Now, meat, cooked or not, salted meat and dried meat stay for a season, and they have 30% left, and then they'll rot the next time around. Meat itself turns into 3 per 1. That's 30 per stack of 10. The next thing that's of note is that cabbage, yes. Cabbage, definitely. Hey, you. I got a quest for you. Yo. Done. Now the bear figurine. Who would sell a bear figurine? Probably Fancy Pants guy with the stuff from out of town. Okay, here we go. Now the cabbage dropping to the ground and getting us 8 was a big deal because... Or sorry, 8. Sorry, it gave us 4, right? 4 per 1, which is to say I had 40 sitting there with my stack of 10. I'm going to go drop off the rye back at the village so that I can get them finishing up that field, and then let's back out to Ostoya to drop this one off. So, the point of this is, cabbage rot, yes, it's 1 to 4. Meat, raw or roasted, it's 1 to 3. I decided to test out things like pottage and scrambled eggs. And scrambled eggs, what was scrambled eggs? Scrambled eggs was funny, because scrambled eggs gives you 30 rot, but it's on a bowl, which is fun, because there's a pile of rot just sitting there waiting on the bowl. And then I did the pottage too, since I had cooked up pottage recently, and pottage produced a whopping 8. Now at first that sounds like, oh dude, all right, I could just make pottage and let it rot. Except for the fact that pottage costs you 3 meat, which is 1 per 3 for a tune of 9 rot if you just drop a stack of 3 meat, and 2 cabbages, which is a tune of 8. That's 17 total rot for 1 pottage if you leave it as raw resources. So, obviously, that's a nice shot for being exhausted, but we can't let the pigeons know that we're ever anything but hyper-vigilant. Alright. The world is just a little safer. Speaking of the world is a little safer, I need to go back in the swamp and find the boots. I'm telling you, man. I haven't found the boots there yet, because I haven't looked there yet. But I'm gonna need to go there and look for the boots. I don't know if we're gonna have a problem finishing this particular quest, and I so hope that this isn't a cancel across days quest, because there's a part of it I believe you have to get a bunch of fish. It said something about getting a bunch of fish, and I don't think I'm gonna be able to get all those fish. I'm not going fishing. Alrighty, no problem, kid. Pleasure's mine. I don't have any more leads. Let's see what it says. Do your mother tells you, I'm sure it's mostly harmless. Mostly harmless. Another one. Nice. I love it. The references are just, I love it. Just makes me happy. Okay. Put 30 roach in the basket. My goodness. That's not going to be simple. Hello. How are you doing, beautiful? Tell me so. You're so caring. You could be a good mother. Okay, that's not bad. Finest dress? Good enough. Proud of who they are? Good enough. I admire your honesty. Ooh, that's the one. Smile is more warm than a campfire. Yes, you know it. Do you sing? Probably not a good one. Oh, that's so good. Pointless barren world. Okay, not bad. And yep, the smile one. You only, wow, that's cool. That's like me in invisibility. People are proud. Yeah, I think that was a good one. And finest dress. Boom. Yes, it's at least positive. Okay. Home remedy. I think she doesn't like that. Cherry trees thing. Okay. Proud of who they are. Yep. How are you doing? And I think the barren one's good. And then lastly, oh, let's see here. Scribe in my travels. Okay, so we get one more. Good mother. Done. Maxed out.
Good luck.
I know. I'm with you.
How is
We should start thinking about who we want for a wife. So is Jadwiga? Jadwiga. I kind of want to have her as a wife because Jadwiga, right? Famous queen. If you play Civ 5, she's also one of the leaders you can use, and her powers are pretty darn awesome if you're doing a religious victory. She's not bad. And some of the units are fun. I also have a little bit of Polish in my background, so that doesn't hurt either, so that makes it kind of fun as well. Alrighty. Oh, what do we need to do? I want to get to the swamp, right? But I also want to get to the build location. So ultimately, we're going to Klonika. Do we want to do a little mischief? I don't know if I loaded up Don. I better go double check and see if I loaded Don up. I was going to load Don up with... Yeah, too soon, man. Too soon. The bird. Got to slow down with my running. Can't get them all activated and flying away. That's not how it rolls. Okay. With that, let's go up here. I don't even think I saddled up my donkey. So, saddle up donkey tips. You sleeping all day, Don? What you up to? Number 1. Name your donkey. Custom name. Don. Key. Odie. I love that name. So, like, yes, it's staying. Don. Let's go. So now, by the way, I put all the things in his inventory. That's a good step 1. Next step is hold E to saddle up. He's got a saddle. Hold E again to ride. Boom. We are all riding. And then we go this way. Now, I'm going to go into my inventory again. This time I'm going to press H to switch to the mount. And now I have to equip the things. You just press F on them now that they're already in the inventory. And that's why I did that. Because I wanted to make sure I had it all set. Alrighty, now we are going. I just became cognizant, or very aware of the fact that I say alrighty and okay a whole bunch. I'll work on that. It's easy to notice when you start when you start thinking about your words and start realizing how often you say certain things. It also doesn't hurt that sometimes I have to listen to myself talk in my videos, and I definitely hear those things. Onward, I want a bunch of logs because I'm probably going to try to start a... I mean, obviously I want to start the resource shed. Isn't that kind of step one every time? Let's do that. The fun thing will be that I'm about to go into that zone and I'm about to be in a little bit of trouble. Alrighty, I do still have those pike on me. Cauldron is on. Left the fire in my house on. That's not safe. Smokey the Bear is gonna be pissed. Alrighty, we'll roast this fish up because I shouldn't just sit here holding those things. Oh, and if you're curious, I did also leave out the fish for rotting too, so I am a detailed researcher when it comes to things. So I did definitely leave out the raw components of the fish, and I will tell you, it was not worth it. Seriously, not worth it. The rot is best from cabbage. When you think about how much you get per field, which I have already forgotten, and that's another piece of a puzzle that I want to do for doing this tips and tricks video. I want to make sure that I have massive amounts of details. That means... oh shoot, no good. That means excessive amounts of data gathering. So what I want to do, and yeah, I'm choosing not to ride on Don for the last little bit here because it's not far in, and this way I can be sure that if any pigeons are on the way, they do not. Ooh, ah, dang it. It's a missed opportunity, I'll tell you what. I just want to make sure I kept the pigeons aware of my existence. I think I'm probably better off going to Klonika from here. Yeah, I better. The next guess here for me is there a person who does fishing in this village? I don't know. Let's go this way. People, inheritance, hunting buildings. No. Services, food, traps, blah, blah, blah. Oh, darn it. Fishing buildings. Yeah, not seeing anything. I need 30 roach. That's not a small amount of roach. Eee. I do love the don't panic, though. I do love the quest line. It's fun. I don't remember if this place has fishing. I think it's just all about hunting. I mean, there are things over here that could be stationed as fishing areas, but I don't know. I think our goal here is we got to get to the swamp and then we got to travel. We'll get the boots from the swamp and then we'll head out. There's a quest line we get to do here later that's kind of more extensive and more interesting for this area. Now, is there a fishing hut and a hunting hut? No, it's just hunting lodge. Darn, that's too bad. Alright, missed opportunity. It's what it is. Too bad Elric can't sell me some good stuff. Can I actually catch 30 roach is the thought on my mind right now, and I'll be honest with you, there's just no way. We're fatigued. Let's see how good a shot we are. Ha! Bad. But having fun is what the name of the game is. Do I go to the zone first, or do I search the swamp first? Kind of want those boots. But I can search for the boots at night, right? Let's search for the boots at night. I want to get back to this area. We'll cross the water first, and then we can get Dawn going. Ducks. Fishing for roach. Oh, man, that would be a long, long time. I'm not going to be able to catch 30 roach. That's going to be a bummer. I really hope, and I think somebody said this in comments from a previous one, that these will go across seasonal changes. And I tell you what, I really hope so. Potion of strength. Okay, I might need that. Who knows? Oh yes, an apple wine. Look at what this does for you. Health regeneration and temperature tolerance. It's a short duration at 290, which is not the highest amount for a wine, but it is also a health regen, which is a big deal because that's not a very common thing to get out of wine. The most common, or the long duration ones, tend to be stamina or food consumption or water consumption, as they limit the amount of need you need for those things. The need you need. Listen to me. It's like I'm learning how to talk again for the first time. We'll explore some of these areas to see what we can see. And I know that I explored that POI already. I wonder if there's something fun we could do with this island. I do like the idea of that pier. You know, I started off that river by the river village, right? The village down by the river. And I do miss that village for a lot of reasons. Hey, this is a nice, flat, expansive area. Super flat, as a matter of fact. That's really nice. I wonder if I missed anything in here. I mean, come on. I definitely missed something here. I mean, had to have, right? Just had to have. I got that. Scanning these things. I think last time the big deal was I didn't pay attention to what you can jump on. Missed the barrel there. Must have been in a hurry. Sounds about like me. Go up here. Oops. Check this. Sometimes there's areas you can get into in the bottom. There goes the torch. Okay. That's that for that. I should probably get my butt moving. Almost the end of the season here. That barrel's already done. They're expecting us to climb over this stuff. Oops, I don't think I ran far enough and fast enough. There's an easier way to get up there, I'm sure. But we'll do this way. Now let's see here. This gets us in here. Oh, this is the way you're supposed to take to get up. Gotcha. Barrel. Jumping? Nothing. Wait. Can we get to the roof from here? Oh, ouch. Right in the face, too. Nah. Okay. Well, I don't want to spend too much time here. If there's more up there, we can come back another day when it's not so close to deadline. I have a lot that I need to do when I go over here, unfortunately. I mean, there's Wisent that I could definitely... There's Wisent that I will be hunting, and there's a very good reason for that. I'm going to show you a tip that I did not do with the previous season, which will be really quite tasty nice for this seasonal change. Wolf, really? I'm not looking for me getting ambushed by a wolf. Alrighty, step 1, shoot Wisent in rear. Step 2, actually aim for head. Step 3, watch it pivot and move and fail at whatever it's doing. Alrighty, well, I guess we'll just take this Wisent out at great range. And then we'll have you come flying at us. That's okay. You come at us. Have at ye! I guess we're just going to take this guy out. For some reason, I'm envisioning them moving a lot faster than this. Okay, let's regenerate our stamina a bit. Hey, speaking of regenerating stamina, here's that guy who keeps forgetting to pop potions. I'm going to need to get that Wisent way up to the top up here. It's just kind of running around right now. But I do want to finish this part off a little bit. You know, one of the problems I might have with what I'm currently up to here is that... Ooh, that's a fast-moving thing. Alright, can you just come at me? You are a big, tough animal. I need you to take me out. Or think that you can. That was a lot of arrows. Alright, the reason I'm saying that there might be a slight problem here is that with this Wisent down and all the arrows that it took, not all of my arrows are coming back, right? Alright, so I'm going to be carrying too much, right? And you know it. Well, not anymore. So what we're going to do is we're going to drop the meat. I think I should probably have a better location. And what I'll do is I'll put a little something something across seasons. I'll make a marker of some sort. You there. Have you heard about arrows? Catch this! Catch this too! You are really good at catch. Can you just... Yes, you are so good at catch. Good job. Okay. Here's what we're going to do across the seasonal line. I say this is the spot that we're going to drop all the meat. Right here. Oh boy. I might be able to actually move it all back up to my resource storage. We'll see about that. Now, obviously, I'm carrying way too much. With fast crafting on, I know this is a little cheeky in the sense that, you know, with fast craft on, I can instantly make all of the bags. Normally, I would do that as a... There's also a cheeky thing you can do to take advantage of that anyway. 240 times 3 is a whole lot of rot. Now, what I need is I need a quick thing. Let's buy a wattle fence because... Why not? The reason for it is, now I have a wattle fence that'll mark this area. I should be able to see that from a distance, kinda. Probably could have built a torch, but I don't think I have any of the resources on me. Alright, now the thing that's got to happen is I need Don. I don't want to overload Don with too much. Don has got stuff on him, and I need him to be able to come towards me and actually hold things. Perfect. This is the next... Oh, the wolves. There they are now. How are we doing on arrows? Oh no, you gotta be kidding me. 8 arrows. That's not the best. The reason I say that that's not the best is that I still have a bear to take out. Oh dear. This is gonna be a treacherous journey, it turns out. One and 2. Okay. The reason for taking down the wolves is because I don't want to be in the middle of the fight that's about to happen and just get totally gacked. Now, I could turn on the potion of camouflage. That's a true statement. But as soon as I shoot that bear, it will be the bear's aware, and it will be hunting me down. Alright, y'all. This is for all the money. This is for all the things. Let me guess, there's going to turn out to be 2 bears, isn't there? Alright. I don't want to do this like a fool. I want to do this like a keen fool. So I want to be on top of the hill. I want the bear to have to work to get at me. That's the goal. Especially since I'm about to do a little bit of a hunt with not the best arrows. I mean, I'm not using top-notch arrows here. Oh, man, definitely going to just kind of herky-jerky across that rock there. Okay. We definitely need to let our character do a little stamina regen. Okay. We're aiming for the head. That's our goal. Alrighty. Now, the trick is we have to try to get as many shots in as we can, as accurately as possible. And we have to take advantage of their terrain. Oh, almost had a shot, but oh, no, I'm gonna need to run. That's a shot in the head. We need that. Oops. Need you to jump better there, guy. Okay, now where are we at? Okay, it's back up there. It seems to be just kind of doing its thing. If I'm lucky, it's because it's hurt so badly that it needs to run. It is. Alrighty. This isn't the best move in the world, so you know what I'm going to do? Potion of Healing does regen. Let's do that. Okay. Ooh, alright. Alright, that does it. Cool. This zone is ours. And with that, I will take and I will bring the meat to right here. We'll drop the fur. It dropped the fur. 100 meat. 100 meat means 300 rot, which is just fine by me. Alright, that's going to be a good amount of rot. I'm going to start out by calling Don over. Now, do I have a shovel in my inventory? I don't have a shovel at all. Well, that means I'm going to make a shovel. This is going to be our first plot in our area. Again, using our resources correctly. And a shovel. Now the shovel will occupy our busy slot, which is to say the 8 slot. That's always going to be my kind of go-to, like, yeah, this is just where the busy work goes. This is a thing that sometimes is needed, but may not always be needed. Okay, let's get this thing going. Now, I don't have... My village is not fully planned out. Let me be sure that I'm honest with you on this. This is me just making sure that I've got the capacity to build here. Alrighty. And Don's in the way, I think. It's time for storages. Resource storage number 1. There are obstacles in the build site. Okay, Don, I need you over here, boy. Start your slow roll over this way, guy. And... Thanks, buddy. Let's go here, and let's take this one out. Otherwise, I can just go to the bottom area. I can take that one. It'll work. We're getting late in the day. It's getting dark on the screen. And I don't like y'all having to sit there and deal with that. So, we're doing this. Let's do our last trees here. Oop, a little far. Oops, not moving yet. Oh, my goodness. It takes a while for that animation to finish, it turns out. And then for it to allow you to move. Alright, can I build it right up in that zone? That would be super convenient, just for now. Not quite. Oh, and there's that thing in the way. Okay, that being the case, maybe we'll try to simplify. And maybe we can just build on this side. Oh my goodness. I apologize. I haven't done any research on this area first yet. So this is me figuring out where things are going to go. There we go. That's how you do that quicker. Now, this should do it. Too uneven to build, unfortunately. Okay, obstacles in the build site. Interesting. What obstacles are in the build site? Treed and area. Okay, let's see what we can do over here. Obstacles in the build site. Alrighty, I was hoping I could build up there, but it's not going to work out. So now we want to build over here. Let's see here, and there's obviously a lot of trees in this area. Alright, if I'm being honest, I'm just trying to get this dang thing down. Let's just get the darn thing down. Where's Don? Alrighty, that takes care of that. Am I overweighted? Yes, I am. So then what we have to do is we have to decide what are the things that I'm carrying that are too much. Ooh, a Wisent skull. Nice. I got 2 Wisent skulls. That's what you want. Yeah. Roasted fish and meat. I meant to sell you. That will rot over the seasonal change, so that's a bummer. You can carry my pickaxe, man. I trust Don with anything. I trust Don with my life. Alright, there we go. And then let's get some of this stuff taken care of. Oh, I forgot to drop the straw. Dude, Space Cadet. Man, they might as well send me on the next moon mission. I'm a Space Cadet, yo. Okay, let's get in there. Then we need sticks. And may not actually be able to finish this quest before the seasonal change. When I say quest, I mean finish this building. My quest to finish this building. And obviously, I'm not going to be able to finish the other quest. You can see which one that is. There we are. Nice. 1, 2. Hey, yo, get it. We need lots and lots of sticks. We need lots and lots of sticks, and that's how this is going to end. It's with us gathering sticks. There we are. Luckily, there's lots of these little trees here. Got a lot of things that are going to be rotting over the seasonal change. Speaking of which, all that roasted meat, I'm just going to drop it on the ground. Because it's not... That roasted fish meat, unfortunately, and that's a boo-boo on my part. I should have sold that when I was back in the town. I unfortunately did not, which means that now I've got to be sure it's in a usable location. Oh, that's right, it's still on me. Let's leave it right here on the path. So, let's do that. We'll drop those down. And then let's gather up these resources, because this little POI is not going to be here next time around. Mead bottles. Sure, great. I think I might have actually looted that one already. Come to think of it. Alrighty, where are we at for trees that produce sticks? Alright, we're going to try to get as much of this in as possible. And with that, we'll wrap it up here pretty quick, because I do believe we are about to be at seasonal change. And for me giving you advice on seasonal change, things that you can do that are useful, remember, anything you drop on the ground that's not food, it will still be there the next time around. Anything you drop on the ground that is food will rot, and there is definitely a relationship between rot and amount of rot and weight. So that matters a bunch. With our collection of meats out there, it's going to be quite nice. Oh, these birch trees do not have a future. They do not have a future because they are not really in a good location. I'm going to end up having parks in certain areas. I'm going to end up having buildings in areas. We're going to end up having residential zones. We're going to have industrial zones. We're going to have commercial zones. We're going to have zoning. We're going to have zoning. Who doesn't like zoning? And our people are going to have all kinds of entertaining things to do upon the town. That's the goal. And it all starts from humble beginnings. This resource storage is not where it will be in the future. I 100% guarantee that. This is me just trying to hurry up and make sure I've got stuff here so that when I come back to do building in the wintertime, it's just done. And this will be us wrapping up shortly here. I kind of figure, oop, that's the wrong axe to use, but whatever. We're here. It'll be 2 extra chops. And I've already gotten a start. And again, I've got that rot sitting out here. That's going to be a significant amount of rot, which is great. So what we'll do is we'll come back here in the next season, gather up the rot, and we'll just toss it into... Oop, no. We're not doing that again. I will come here. I will gather up all of that rot. I'll just put it in the resource storage so it auto-teleports. And then we'll figure out how we get back, whether we're in the middle of a quest or whatever we're doing. We'll get back to there. And then I'm going to do a little thinking about where I want to build so that when I come back out here, build it up really well. And I do believe we are going to be done. That being the case, I should see how much time I have left, because things that get stored in here, yeah, it's not the best, but it is also, it might be worthwhile for me to drop some things into here. Getting confused on my keystrokes. Let's see here. I have scant moments. Now, let's see here. I think we might be able to just drop this off in the resource storage. It's not going to rot 100%, but it will not be gone. And so I can still make use of it in some sense. Alright, that's it, y'all. I'm going to see what happens with that. Thank you for joining me. I'm excited that we finally got somewhere in this area to begin the building. Thanks for joining me. Always grateful to have you. Have a great rest of your day.